morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. And remember how yesterday I told you a mystery set was coming? Like, literally yesterday? Well, as it turns out, that mystery set has gone and been officially revealed today, so thank goodness I got my video up yesterday, or it would be pointless. It is being called Champion's Path. It's a properly themed set, and frankly, ladies and gentlemen, I am loving it. And it actually releases earlier than we were expecting. The first sets are actually dropping on September the 25th, not October the 3rd as we thought, and it just so happens to be 4 days before my birthday, so, you know, just leaving that out there. Though I'm recording like 10 feet away from my wife and she apparently cannot hear me dropping hints right now, so I don't even know why I'm bothering. Now, we have got looks at the pack art for the 4 booster packs. They do feature Alchemy VMAX, Dreadnought VMAX, Gardevoir VMAX, and Obstagoon. The thing is, we shouldn't be terribly surprised. I showed you those binders yesterday, and the binders yesterday had these images on, and the binders always have the pack art images on. So as cool as the pack art is, we kind of knew these were coming. We need something new. Well, here's what's really, really cool. Here's what the press release says. In Champion's Path, trainers will have the unique ability to recreate their journey through the Galar region in the Pokémon TCG by collecting various pins featuring gym logos as well as foil cards representing the partner Pokémon of each gym leader, similar to what they'd experienced in the Pokémon Sword and Shield video games. Oh. Yeah, that's really, really cool. You see, we are getting 6 pin collections and 2 special pin collections. Now, we haven't seen a huge amount of them, unfortunately, but we do have images of 3 of the 8. Also, I'm warning you now, we do not have images of everything we're talking about, and that makes me sad, but I can tell you what we do know. So, the Hulbury pin collection, or the pin collection Hulbury Gym, if you want to go there, is Nessa's gym, and you get yourself the badge, and you get yourself a promo Dreadnought. And it is worth pointing out this is just an alternate art promo of the one that came around in Sword and Shield. You can see it's got Vice Bite and it's got Jaw Lock. So it is the same card, just with way, way better artwork. We can also have a look at the pin collection Motostoke Gym. That was Kabu, the Fire Gym leader. And you get yourself the pin and a Center Scorch. And again, that is just an alternate art version of the Center Scorch that came around again in Sword and Shield. I love it. It's the one that for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon, you discard the top card of your opponent's deck. So that's extremely cool. And we do have a look at the pin collection Turffield Gym. That's Milo and the Grass Gym. And you get yourself the badge. And you get yourself an Eldegoss, and again it is an alternate art version of the one that came around in Sword and Shield, and it's actually a really good card. For 1 colourless energy, you search your deck for up to 3 grass energy and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way that you like. Given that Gossifleur can search out your Pokemon, this has seen some play. I've seen some deck lists coming out of Japan play in the pair of these cards to get your Pokemon and then to get your energy. Now, we've seen those 3. We have also, now they're the ones that are coming out on September the 25th. So all 3 of those are launching on September the 25th. On November the 13th, they're getting 3 more. That is going to be Opal's Ballonlea Gym, Piers' Spikemuth Gym, and Ryan's Hammerlock Gym. So you get 3 of the pin collections, the one we've seen on September the 25th. And the other 3 coming on November the 13th. Now, some of you at this stage will be thinking, well, hang on a second, Wassy, that makes 6. There are 8 gyms. Yes, there are. Because there are also going to be special pin collections featuring Stowe-on-side Gym. Now, Stowe-on-side is weird, of course, because it really depends which version of the game you got. If you got Pokemon Sword, then Stowe-on-side was the fighting gym, and you had B, best gym leader in the generation. But if you went for Shield, then Stowe-on-side gym was a ghost gym run by Alistair. But don't worry, this is also accounted for. It says, in these pin collections, trainers will find collector's pins featuring each gym's 2 logos and 2 foil cards showcasing the partner Pokemon of both gym leaders. Oh, that's good. Now, Sir Chester Gym is the other one we see here, and that again was dependent on which game you got. If you got yourself Pokemon Sword, you got Gordy, the Rock-type gym leader. But if you got yourself Pokemon Shield, you got Melanie, who was an Ice-type gym leader. So that's why they are the special pin collections, because you're getting 2 pin badges and 2 promos. Given what we've seen already, we should be seeing just alternate art promos here. We should just be seeing promos that are the same as cards that have already released with new artwork. Certainly that's what we've seen from the 3 we've already seen, but we will have to wait and see a little bit. Now, the special pin collections are coming out on October the 2nd. I said October the 3rd at the beginning of the video. I mistakenly said that. It's October the 2nd. There was a note on screen. And so, essentially, it's 25th September for the first 3, October the 2nd for the special, which is only a week later, I should add. There is not a huge gap. And then November the 13th for the final 3. And then you'll have yourself all of the promos and all of the badges. Now, it used to be, way back when, you would get proper pin badges of the video game gyms by attending League. For the TCG, going and playing in your league, you'd actually earn the gym badges. So older players are going to get some nostalgia here, but I cannot be the only one that desperately wants to get all of these. But wait, there's more. There's an Elite Trainer box. And it's an Elite Trainer box. Now, we don't have an image of this, unfortunately, my apologies. But it's an Elite Trainer box, right? So you get yourself 10 booster packs and various gameplay accessories. It's listed on the press release as various gameplay accessories. But we know it's going to include damage counter dice, a flipping dice, acrylic markers for burn and poison, the usual stuff. Oh yeah, and a full art promo of Charizard V. Oh. Now you see, this is a card that I did not expect to see coming out outside of Japan, and I was on record with that. And it wasn't just some random prediction, it was, we've seen cards like this coming out in Japan before that did not make their way over here. But it turns out the Charizard V is making its way over here. And it's going to be a full art Charizard. So I'm giving you this advice now, and you should know that this is advice worth following. Pre-order that Elite Trainer box the second you can. It is going to sell out. This is going to be an extremely difficult product to find for sale, because as soon as it goes up, it is going to sell out. It's going to be a popular product because it's Charizard, people love it, people are going to want it, and it's going to be a popular product because there's going to be a bunch of scalpers that buy as many as they can with no intention of doing anything other than selling them on for an increased price as fast as possible, essentially buying them so you can't and then trying to sell them back to you at a much higher price than you would have paid had you just been able to buy it normally. If you want the Elite Trainer box with a full art Charizard V, do not wait. I might be wrong, but it's a full art Charizard promo. These are going to sell out at a ridiculous rate. Please, 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 if you want this, please go and buy it as soon as you possibly can, because if you wait, you're going to end up buying it from a scalper at an increased cost. You have been warned. Now, this is also coming out on September the 25th, so frankly, let's hope that lots of members of my family love me enough to buy me Pokemon cards. Certainly my wife, who's listening, should, get in on that. I don't think she is listening, but you never know, ladies and gentlemen. You never know. Now, here's one other thing that's very, very cool here. We are getting Champions Path collections for Dubwool V and Hatterene V. Now, the sad thing here, of course, is that we can see the Dubwool V, but not the Hatterene V. Now, the Dubwool one, it is just, again, stop me if you've heard this before, It is an alternate art reprint. It is the Double V we've seen before, and incidentally, it is a really good card. It's the one that for free energy does 120 plus 30 more for each prize card your opponent has taken. So as I've said on a number of occasions, all you need to do here, drop a reset stamp, put your opponent down to 1 or 2 cards in hand, and then just sweep for victory with Double V. Very nice card, one that I am somewhat of a fan of. But you see, we've not seen Hatterene V. Hatterene V as a card has not been shown off. And I know that because I've not made a video about it. And if it had been shown off, I would have made a video. And I'm not kidding, I went and searched my own YouTube channel to see if this card had been revealed yet. This card hasn't been revealed. So there is a brand new Pokemon V that we haven't seen that is going to be getting its own collection. And like the Elite Trainer Box and the first 3 pin collections, this is coming out on the 25th of September. The double one, the Hatterene, is coming out on the 23rd of October. And as you can see from the double image, it's the usual promo card, jumbo promo, 4 boosters, all of that good stuff. And that's still not all, ladies and gentlemen, because we're getting the Marnie Special Collection as well. Now this we're given very little information about. This is coming out on October the 23rd, same day as a Hatterene collection that I just mentioned. And this is going to feature 2 Pokemon V promo cards, 8 boosters, 2 pins, and a playmat. We have been given no information whatsoever about this other than what I've just told you, so it is going to be one of those wait and see situations. Now, as for what is actually in the set, it's basically what we expected. Now, we're told there's going to be 11 Pokemon V, 4 full art Pokemon V, 3 Pokemon V Max, and 1 full art supporter card. We're told about Venusaur, Lucario, and Incineroar as new Pokemon V, and Gigantamax Pokemon like Dreadnought V Max and Alchemy V Max. But in the video I showed you yesterday, I told you that those 3 V Maxes were going to be in the set, because they're in the binders, they're on the packs. And I'm not going to go for them in huge detail now, but I will link that video in the description, as well as individual videos about these cards. So if you want to find out more about them, check out the links in the description, because otherwise this video is going to get silly long. And we know what most of the Pokemon V are here, because of course we had those V decks that were released over in Japan that had a bunch of new Pokemon Vs. Now remember that the Mew and Galarian Slowbro have been pushed into Darkness Ablaze, but you've got your Incineroar, Lucario, Wailord, Duraludon, Pikachu, Venusaur, Eevee. These are all we expect going to be in this set. The only confirmed ones are Venusaur, Lucario, and Incineroar, but you can be expecting the others to be turning up as well. I want me that Wailord V. I desperately want me that Wailord V. So just to confirm the release dates then, September the 25th we get the first 3 pin collections and the Elite Trainer Box and the Double V collection. On October the 2nd we get the 2 special pin collections. On October the 23rd we get the Hatterene V collection and the Marnie Special collection. And on November the 13th we get the last 3 pin collections. As it stands, these are going to be the products that you buy to get this set. And remember that this is an extra set, a mini set, a subset, call it what you will. What it amounts to is you cannot go and buy booster boxes of this set. And the only shops that are going to be selling booster packs of this set are going to be shops that have opened up these products and sold the booster packs separately, which is why they'll be selling for more than you would usually pay for a booster pack. We don't have retail prices here. When we do, I'll be going through the most cost-effective way to actually get boosters, etc. But my advice to begin with here, the Charizard Elite Trainer Box is going to be the best value because there's going to have a full art Charizard V in it and it's going to sell out almost immediately, so yeah. I, for one, am delighted about this, because I love the idea of collecting all of these pins and having that pin collection like I've gone through the Galar region. That makes me delighted. The alternate art promos we've seen are beautiful. Slightly disappointed they're alternate art, but I see where they're coming from. There is a new Pokemon V in Hatterene that we've not seen yet. We're actually getting that full art Charizard. No, we're not getting the Rainbow Rare VMAX. And to be honest, if we're not getting it here, combined with the precedent, I'd be stunned if we ever actually did get it. And as for the set itself, there's only 70 cards and 19 of them are trainers and etc. And a lot of the Pokemon Vs are not necessarily the most competitive, though Lucario and Wailord are very good cards. And to be fair, Alchemy and Gardevoir have seen a bit of success in Japan already. But frankly, ladies and gentlemen, for collectors, if not for players, this looks amazing for collectors. But there is some stuff here to like for players as well. So that's Champion's Path, that's the new set, and I really want to know what you think about this. I want to know your opinions, I want to know your reactions, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.